Hi everyone, welcome to this reading. I have my crystal ball off to the side, so I'll be scrying throughout this message. If you're new to my channel, my readings are a little different, and if you're returning, welcome back. You know how we do if it doesn't resonate with you. If you're forcing the story to fit, arguing with it in any way, just leave it behind for the people who it's meant for. So channel members, you guys will have a collective message that posts later today, so definitely check that out. And if you're interested in channel memberships, that link will always be in the description box below. So let's go ahead. Taking a step aside and allowing spirit to pass through me. Opening up to receive information. Okay. What? Oh, that has never happened before. My crystal ball is reflecting some of the numbers on my keyboard behind it, and it's 369. Okay, so that's important for someone. So the first card that we have coming out is the Two of Swords. Now the Two of Swords can represent a block. Something's being blocked here, but more than that, the Two of Swords is kind of making me feel that we're trying to block something. So let's get an idea of what this is. Clarify. We have the Wheel of Fortune, then we have the Six of Cups. There's something here that's resisting a lot of change, and I don't know if we're necessarily doing this on purpose, okay? So whoever's message this is, there seems to be something inside of your life that's trying to grow, evolve, or change. It has something to do with either a relationship or something that's left over from childhood, right? So this could even be beliefs when the swords are present. They can be thoughts, ways of thinking, but we seem to be really kind of blocking our own path. And what you don't see is that this has to come down, right? It's like throwing heavy tower vibes to me, like Tower card. The thing about the Tower card is that the Tower card is actually all about blessings in disguise, and that's kind of what I'm feeling is happening here. You have, if we take, I mean, yeah, like four more. Okay, four more. We're taking all these then. Oh, and then there's the Tower as the fifth card. Okay. Here what we're seeing is we're seeing what this is trying to lead you to in this releasing of whatever this energy is. Maybe it's a particular type of belief that you don't want to let go of because you're afraid of tricking yourself, right? Something like that. Or it could just be a person that you've been really resisting releasing because you don't want to be hurt or you don't want to be sad. Or maybe for some of you, you don't want a void inside of your life, right? The reason why this tower is trying to occur is because there's something about the Nine of Pentacles trying to come in. When we have the Nine of Pentacles, this is really that independence. It's the self-made man or woman. This Nine of Pentacles leads this person into the forest. And what it suggests is that there's often a transition period that has to be gone through in order for us to even find that part of ourselves. So there seems to be something here that has to be released in order for us to really gain our own personal power, right? Our own empowerment. Because that's really what the Nine of Pentacles represents, is this sense of deep empowerment. Now, the other two cards that are coming out beneath that, which are also telling us where this is trying to lead us, is we have the Queen of Pentacles in the World, right? The World is the end of cycles. It's completion. The Queen of Pentacles is somebody who practices self-love, self-care. She's very good at growing things. The things that she wants to occur because she understands how to tend the emotional energies in order to create something in the 3D. She is a queen that's at the very end of the air, fire, water triangle of creation, right? She is the manifestation, which sits in the middle of that triangle. So she has the embodiment of air already as part of her nature. She has the embodiment of water already part of her nature, which is why she's often seen as kind. She has the embodiment of fire already part of her nature. That's why she's able to make things happen in the world. So this for me, the Queen of Pentacles for me is a very important card because she really represents a person coming to their most refined feminine energy. And so I know a lot of people think that's the Empress. I have a whole reason why I don't think that's what the Empress is about. It really goes back to the alchemical meanings of the Major Arcana cards. You can check that out in the channel memberships if you're interested. But for me, it's the Queen of Pentacles. She's like the epitome of the person who has adopted all these different energies and is now creating with it, right? She's the creative force. So there's something here about creating our world. And it's not something that can happen if we stay stuck inside of these places, that whatever this belief or this attachment, that's what it feels like. It feels like some sort of attachment. If that remains inside of our life, there's some sort of up and down and round energy that seems to be involved in that. One day it's great, one day it's not, one day it's like amazing, one day it's hellish, right? There's something about this wheel that just keeps turning over and over. And this is one of the reasons why the Wheel of Fortune is known as the Wheel of Karma, right? There's a whole alchemical process taking place. There's a whole mixing and meshing and shaking things up that's happening whenever we pull the Wheel of Fortune. So there's something here about this tower moment feels a little bit like it's meant to happen, and so it's going to happen with or without you, and how long you hold on is really going to determine how that tower manifests. So somebody here, you're holding on to something that no longer belongs in your life and it can't come with you. Okay, so the next 4 cards that we have, and I'll talk about them in the order that I pulled them. The next card is the Star card. So the Star card is really about hope and liberation. It could even be a wish, right? Maybe there's something you're trying to manifest. Maybe there's something you've been wishing for. And this is really indicating that whatever it is that we're holding on to, it's not going to happen with that, right? Which is why the Tower is happening. When we have this 5-pointed star also, this speaks to me about an element of protection. Again, remember I started off by saying that I feel like we're blocking something. We may be trying to self-protect in some way, so we may be blocking this change, but ultimately that protection that we're seeking, that safety that we're seeking, it comes because of the Tower. It comes after the Tower, after we've embodied the 9 of Pentacles. Oh, there goes my stomach. I haven't eaten yet. And then we have the High Priestess. It grumbles sometimes to remind me I'm alive. With the High Priestess, this is really about learning to pull your energy back so that it doesn't become so enmeshed in people, places, ideas, beliefs, right? Politics. This is about pulling your energy back so that you can see the bigger picture. The thing about the High Priestess is she always knows what's going on. She knows what's going on behind the scenes. She understands the mechanism that's at play. And so when you're being called to step into this energy, this is what is required here in order for you to attain some sort of wish fulfillment. So again, it almost feels like what you don't know about this and about this thing that is trying to leave your life, or this thing that's trying to move on, or the thing that you're refusing to let go of, is that it's just its time. It has to. And it's not for its benefit. It's actually for yours. This is happening for you. Even if it doesn't feel like it. Right here with the Page of Swords, this is somebody who is starting on a new journey of, and then the sword suit, this is our thoughts, our beliefs, right? Maybe even knowledge. There's some sort of new knowledge that we're embarking on. This is also speaking to me about a person who starts to grow into their sword, being able to sharpen the mind, being able to focus your language, right? Being able to say the right thing that you need to say for yourself when you need to say it. There's something here about, because as soon as I stepped into this Page of Swords energy, I'm starting to feel a weird sensation in my throat chakra. So it's quite possible that for this collective, whatever it is that we're holding on to, it prevents us from being our authentic self. It prevents us from being able to express in the ways that we need to express, not only to keep our energy system healthy and our bodies healthy, but also to have a good life. There's something about the expression that we're denying ourselves that is kind of an undertone to this message. And so I know that this message sounds very heavy, but the point of this message is basically saying just let go, right? Just let go. Whatever it is, just let go. Because what's happening here is that there's this opening up into possibility that's trying to take place. Once we get the energy of the 9 of Pentacles behind us, right, this is where people start to change. Most people, they don't have this energy. They, have codependency. They have these belief systems that really keep them away from their senses of self-agency, so they're not able to do things for themselves. They have to ask someone for help, or they always have to ask, what should I be doing, right? They have to have somebody holding their hand. When a person steps into this energy of the 9 of Pentacles, that's really where they start to empower themselves. And this is what it's trying to take you to, because in order to have a really happy life or a good life, or to even understand what direction you're really going, you have to be in this energy first. That's why we kind of see these 9 of Pentacles behind this person. They've gotten to the 9 of Pentacles, themselves. Now they're ready for the journey, and they're ready to step out into the unknown because now they're prepared, right? And that's what's happening here. Is it's, you know, there's something here that it's almost like your soul is trying to guide you towards some sort of purpose, some sort of situation that you've always desired, right? Maybe that's like a family with kids. Maybe it is the dream job, or, you know, spending your life traveling, or whatever it is. There's something that your soul like deeply craves to do, or deeply wants to experience in this lifetime. But whatever it is that we're holding on to here is actually preventing us from being able to experience that. And so this is why that tower is happening. Again, what you don't see is that this is a blessing in disguise. I'm being told to leave that there. That's the message. So someone just needed to hear that. I do think that whoever this message is for, you're probably weighing your options. You've probably been thinking about it. And more often than not, you might be slipping into the side of, oh, let's not, you know, deal with that, or let's not think about that right now. So this message is just kind of coming through to say, you know, you don't have to hold on. It's going to move itself out. So just let it. Okay, so I will leave this here, and don't forget, channel members, you guys have a reading later, so check that out. And if this resonates for you, please hit that like button. Feel free to leave me a comment, and until next time.